Hello.
Legends assemble! It's time for NickyBato live with
Little Paddington.
Little Paddington.
Hi.
Leach, thank you so much for coming on. Legend.
Of course.
I actually think Twitter is the best way to make friends because we don't even know each other's names. And
we just found out.
all you know about each other is your sickest thoughts.
Yeah,
It's like drunk thoughts, angry thoughts.
But enough
Thoughts
about
on the
mine.
NBA.
yeah, we just got acquainted in the 5 minutes before the stream started. If for everyone that would, well, you guys want to follow Leash on Twitter, please do so respectfully. We do have a chat command, !guest. It'll be popping up, periodically throughout the stream too, just with a link to your Twitter. And
Nice.
be respectful. That's what we say.
Please.
Yeah, please. If not, the block button is there, and we co-sign every little Paddington block.
Yeah.
Everyone,
Yeah.
without exception,
Thank
even
you.
if it was one of us.
I'd throw Bato under the bus in a heartbeat. Big week.
Big week.
Big
Yeah.
week in the world, in pop culture. An icon died.
An icon
An
died.
icon died. O.J. Simpson died. What was your guys' first reaction?
I thought it was like not real. I was like, no, that can't be real.
I never believe any of it anymore, right?
No, you can't. No.
I didn't think. Nick, you're so hard hitting with it too. I
What?
feel like when the news breaks, Nick hits the group chats like Anderson
always
Cooper.
know.
He's like, it's so fast. OJ died. That's what I get. I want different group chats.
Because I want to break it. No commentary. I just want you guys to know. I want you to.
Yeah, he's unbiased.
Yeah.
I want you to hear it from me.
I see.
Like I want when people say, "Where were you when OJ died?" You say, "My friend Nick told
My
me."
friend Nick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. That's like a good way to immortalize yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was always first on the news.
Yeah.
But then when I die,
Unbiased
who's gonna tell you
reporting.
this?
No one will know.
gonna
That's
text-
the crazy part. No one will know.
I'm gonna text you. I'm dying. You know what's messed up? There was a part of me that was a little sad. In the
Explain.
same way, I would be sad, like, if Trump died. Okay, hear me out. Not because I think they deserve to live long, happy lives, but because they were just so funny for so long. Like
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
zeitgeist of our culture, it would be like, well, now the content is done. You know what I mean?
You lose. Yeah, we
Yeah.
lost something.
And with OJ, I think. I don't think OJ died thinking he killed 2 people. Even though I know he did, you cannot live 30 years being that charming and personable if you know that you killed 2 people. I think you can repress it to the point where you actually think you didn't kill 2 people.
You're not lying to yourself. That's the truth.
Yeah.
That's the truth to you.
Cece said, "Who's the second person?" Cece, it's the biggest trial in American history.
The biggest trial in American
It
history
is.
is so funny.
He killed his ex-wife and her friend.
Her friend.
Allegedly. Allegedly.
Allegedly. Thank you. We have to play devil's advocate on OJ now. That would be so funny.
Okay, but
I'm not sure if he's still got shooters. I know he's dead, but I don't know if I can get stopped with something. Like, I don't know. And I get what you mean when you say like you're sad about it. It's like Trump and OJ are both true posters.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And so like with him gone, like his direct to camera videos were some of the
Amazing.
best things on social media.
Hey, Twitter world.
Scorsese,
Truly.
they were so good.
Did
Yeah.
you say Scorsese?
Yeah. on a dying website too.
Yeah.
We're losing our pillars.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like you need to have juice.
But let me guys ask you
the
something.
juice.
If you brutally murdered 2 people, could you live a happy life after that? Because it seemed like he did.
What a question.
Yeah.
Could you I know for a fact I would kill myself eventually. Maybe not right after the crime.
Yeah.
Even if I got away with it, I would eventually kill
Really?
myself. I don't think I could ever. I think I would lay awake guilty every night, and it would become
I mean,
overbearing.
definitely if it was someone like who I once loved and was near and dear, who had never like done anything violent to me, yeah, I'd be like racked with guilt.
Yeah.
Obviously, if it was like someone who had like tried to like rape or murder me or something, maybe I wouldn't feel as bad. Maybe I wouldn't have as much guilt. But I don't
You're
know.
saying maybe OJ was
No.
abused.
That's not what you
I'm joking. I think that...
Exactly.
What's up, Casey, Cece, and Mark are checking into the chat. Welcome, legends. I think that to be the type of person that would be burdened by that guilt, you wouldn't get there.
You
would never get to the point that he got. I think he's too much of a megalomaniac. Of course he's gonna live a happy life after it. You know?
Okay, let's say, Bato, you say something that really sets me off.
Yeah.
Say something like, I don't like that shade of blue on you.
Yeah.
And I go to town with a knife.
Yeah.
On you and your brother, just because he's there. You know? You can't have any witnesses.
Uh-huh.
I could picture myself doing that.
You could.
I could.
You could picture
Would
yourself
you feel
doing
bad?
that.
And then but I also picture I would feel so bad afterwards, I would have to kill myself.
I don't think you would.
You don't think I would do what?
Kill yourself. You're too much of a coward.
But do you guys think OJ knows he killed those 2 people? Basically.
I don't think he knows. I don't think he knows, but he
either.
definitely did.
He 100% did. I don't think he knows, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he knew at the time.
And then
I think in 2024 he didn't. He also had the backing of the state with him. They're like, oh, you didn't do it. And he's like, you're right, I did it.
Yeah. Dude.
Yeah.
They maybe fabricated his memory.
Yeah.
They helped him. They facilitated it.
I think, like, if you talk about
Maybe he was like MK Ultra. It was an MK Ultra killing. Maybe. I don't know what his wife would have done to be the subject of an MK Ultra killing, but it's just a theory. Just a theory.
Oh my god.
So, Cece said psychopaths and narcissists would be happy they didn't get caught. I agree. I also think he's such a psychopath, though, that he doesn't believe he killed them.
Yeah.
He was also an NFL running back for a decade and a half. You have to consider that, yeah.
Upstairs it wasn't straight. Well.
Oh yeah.
That's one of those
true. The
things.
CTE might have been kicking his ass.
Yeah. Talk about the death of a running back. If a running back now killed someone, it wouldn't even be news. Those dudes used to be stars, man. Analytics killed OJ trials. We'll never have another one again.
No, yeah. That was lightning in a bottle. Can't be recreated.
I feel like any trial now would not... It would have to be like a mega A-list celebrity. Like, say... Who's like the most average celebrity?
The most average celebrity, James Marsden.
If James Marsden killed someone, it would not be a story, right?
No.
It'd be like a tweet. A bunch of people would
Yeah.
live in for an hour.
Yeah.
Like, do you think the OJ trial would have juice if it happened now? All right.
I mean,
I'm gonna stop you right there.
it would have to be like an equivalently famous and popular and successful athlete, I guess.
Yeah. But like Nick's saying, they just don't make them like that anymore.
He was in He was in 3 Naked Gun movies. 3 Naked Gun movies. I mean, Tom Brady did Ted too.
It would have to be like a WWE wrestler now to do it. It'd be like John Cena.
Chris Benoit literally did that.
Oh my! No, I don't think Chris Benoit had juice like juice.
Okay, all right.
I think it like Leisha said, John Cena.
Yeah.
Brandon, in truth, checking in. What's up? Brandon said, if I'm ever murdered, it was John, and he wouldn't lose an ounce of sleep. Oh.
I feel like if I even particularly manslaughtered someone by accident, I would kill myself. That's how much guilt racks my brain.
No, that's real.
That, yeah.
And you know what? OJ actually, hear me out.
Okay.
In a weird way, he's a great anti-prison argument because he didn't go to prison. He never reoffended. Oh, he did go to prison. Fuck. Well, it was something completely different.
What did he go to prison for?
Robbing someone.
He like stole some of his own merchandise back. It was like signed memorabilia of his, and he stole it back. I think he had like some debt that he was trying to pay back. I'm not sure.
Gotcha. Yeah, he had to start making collections any way he could. Yeah. Gotcha. Rob the old ladies, check under the mattress for their cash.
That's the thing about abusers.
Well, he didn't kill anyone though. So that was growth.
That's the thing about abusers. Because he is so charming on Twitter, right?
Yeah.
Like, you can't deny that.
It's true. If that was your first impression of OJ, it would kind of be hard learning the history, you know?
The thing about abusers is, if you take away the abuse, they're such cool people usually. You know what I mean?
They're a really chill hang outside of the.
They should teach charm classes.
Charm classes?
Because you're always shocked when you find out someone's doing that, right? Like, no, come on.
Would the classes be for the abusers or everyone else to catch up to the abusers?
If someone was teaching a charm class, I would definitely think that they are capable of murdering someone. It's like the pickup artist.
Oh my God. Yeah. Dude, you're so right. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Like that.
He is so charming.
Oh my gosh. The prank invasion guy. It's mommy makeout day. We're here at Venice Beach.
Okay, well, if that guy killed someone, I'd be like, yeah, it makes total sense.
Yeah.
Checks out, yeah.
It's working on you, Nick. CC says the narcissism is working on.
I would have voted not guilty though.
You would if you were on the jury?
First of all, I'd vote not guilty in every jury.
Pretty much.
I would never say.
Yeah.
I would always be. Yeah. If 11 people would be like, yeah, he did it. I'd be no, not guilty. There could be footage of him doing it, and I would say not guilty.
Somebody needs to be on their side.
Yeah.
They need a friend in that moment.
Yeah.
More than anything.
They're literally called the defendant, right? They need to be defended.
Yeah.
Well, the thing with OJ is, and it's really a shame we didn't get to live through it, but you can't have a cop be like, yeah, I'm a racist who planted evidence.
Yeah.
And then another witness blatantly lie, and then be like, but he still did it. Even if he did do it, he obviously did it. But it's like, the whole thing's illegitimate once you have like something so blatantly corrupted. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's where I'm like, well, this whole thing is a farce now. So I would have to say not guilty.
Have you guys seen the psychologists break down the testimony from Kato Kalin where they like slow down his like the video of him at the trial? And so while he's giving the testimony, they're like, okay, so you could see these micro expressions, and the guy like plays the clip normal speed, and then he's like explains it. He's like, so he's making all these like faces that can show that he's lying. He's like snarling and like making this angry face, and then they slow it down like however many frames, and they like freeze on his face, and he like looks like a legit like pit bull. He looks like he hates the person he's talking to, but it's like undetectable in like real time, or like if you were just talking to him, maybe you would get like a vibe like from your instinct telling you, but like it's so crazy. Like you can tell like this guy is like lying. That's what all the like psychologists say about that testimony. I guess he's just sticking up for his friend, and he's like angry that the you know, whoever's asking him the questions is asking him those questions. He's
Yeah.
like angry at that guy.
Bato, you know what I just thought of?
What?
What's my name?
Nicholas Brown. Jay Brown?
Nicholas Brown.
Yeah.
What year did Nicole Brown die? 1994.
1994.
What year was I born?
1994.
Welcome back, Nicole.
Wow.
She died and I was born.
Wow. And
No.
Casey in chat say she almost named you Nicole Brown.
Well, that would be weird because I'm a man.
That's insane. Do you feel
I do, actually.
connected to
Yeah,
it?
I do.
You feel connected to it more than the
Yeah.
average person.
Yeah. Well, that's why I'm so like, I'm willing to.
That's why
I'm
you
so
say
for-
you would vote non-guilty because you
I'm
still
so,
love him.
Yeah, exactly.
That's pretty cosmic.
You obviously know something that we don't know.
Yeah.
All right, enough about OJ. Apparently, he was the world's glue.
He was the world.
Everything's gone to shit since he died.
Yeah. As soon
Yeah,
as
this
OJ
guy's
died, it
falling.
was like World War III
Yeah,
on the precipice.
you got Drake pretend to be tough. What's it?
Has he tried that
Drake?
before? That's his essence, right? I feel like whenever I hear him talk in an interview, I'm like, wow, our impressions of you are all correct.
Who, Drake?
Yeah.
I don't understand why nobody talks about the fact that he's a fucking theater kid who was on Degrassi.
Yeah.
What? This is if
Yeah.
you lose a beef with Drake, you just are an idiot. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I could win a beef with Drake.
Yeah.
Well, that's what everyone was saying. They're like, there's so much ammo on him just
I know.
purely off of him just being kind of like corny and weird.
Yeah.
Like, and that's just what we know at face value. Like, I'm sure people who have actually like been at a party with him have been like, holy shit, this guy's fucking weird.
Yeah.
Well, Drake fans are always
He's
like,
some real freaky shit.
they're always like, oh well, Drake helped that guy's career. Now he's turning on him, and that is such. I don't understand how they don't see that. That's an insult at Drake that people only tolerate him when he can help their career.
Yeah.
The minute he's not,
And like, whose career has he actually truly helped?
well, they
Like,
say Kendrick, which is preposterous. It's absurd. to
that's
think-
insane.
Yeah.
That's quite a
That's
stretch.
absolutely insane.
Rick Ross, I guess.
The
Which,
boss.
okay, I never heard Rick Ross on the radio.
Dude. Dude, what year did Bruce Springsteen die? He's still alive.
Bruce Springsteen's still alive, yeah.
But Rick Ross became the boss.
You could have fooled me. I think he actually just performed a big concert in LA recently.
Rick Ross?
Bruce Springsteen. That's the only reason I know he's still alive.
Did you go?
No, I didn't. My boyfriend drives Uber, and he picked up some people from that concert,
Bruce.
and they from the Bruce
Does
Springsteen
Bruce
concert.
Uber?
Yeah,
That would be so down to earth.
yeah, for sure.
That's why he's not the boss anymore, though.
No,
What? Do you think the reason people don't bring up the fact that Drake texts 15-year-old girls is because would it be like mutually assured destruction? Like I feel like you know what I mean? There's probably so many rappers who do weird sex stuff. That,
oh, you mean like if someone else brings it up
Right,
about him, then
yeah.
he's just gonna be like, well, all of you are fucking doing this.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Like
But I mean, we're already there. Like Diddy's getting like destroyed
yeah.
legally.
Yeah.
Oh, he's done.
So
He's lambing
He's-
it
yeah,
for,
he's fucked.
forever.
Yeah.
Right?
But
and aren't there people that are famous that are like associated in that case who are also getting like is it Meek Mill gonna get fucked? I don't know.
Meek
I haven't
Mill,
been following
it
it,
was-
too closely.
I think
But-
he was heavily referenced in the stuff. I don't know if he was the party
Like
or
perpetrator.
one of the people who is just getting taken advantage of. So I don't.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
I don't want to hate on him yet.
He's not there yet.
But the thing, this is, if someone came at me and they have 3 times been accused of texting 14-year-old girls, I would say that immediately. That would be the first thing I'd say.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's all we talk about.
It's like, why are you holding
And
the
these
kill
dudes
shot?
bring up everything else.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is the easiest layup win in the history of rap beef.
Yeah.
But no, I think, like, I'm pretty certain Kendrick's never done anything like that.
I
So
don't
he
think
could use
I mean,
that.
he's such a private person. I can't
Yeah.
imagine that there's a lot of dirt on him, but maybe there is. I don't know.
I don't know, man. I feel like we're just letting it get too far with this Drake stuff. Like, I miss when rappers used to shoot each other. Because, like, Drake wants to be in this world. Like, he wants to be a gangster. Then let's go, man.
Nick is calling this.
Bro was on Degrassi. He's talking like a mob boss now. It's so annoying.
Nick is the new Suge Knight. He's ready to incite East Coast versus West Coast, Canada
I'm
versus
not-
America.
I'm not endorsing anyone getting shot, even though I just explicitly said that.
You just have this desire to go back.
To go back.
Go back.
It was
That is the most
symbolic.
benign way to put
Symbolic
it.
shot.
Plop Drake in the 90s and let him try to rep Canada during all that.
Yeah.
See how that goes.
He couldn't. He's too busy on Degrassi.
Yeah, and he was still texting the same age group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the age of his friends has not changed in about 20 years.
It's still his circle. Matt is on the check-in. Thank you so much, Matt, for coming through. Thank you for re-upping your sub. Absolute legend, you. Thank you so much.
I owe him $40. That's why he said that.
Oh, you owe him
I owe
40
him
bucks.
$40.
Is that why you're here? I
Oh,
appreciate
shit.
you contributing 5 to me.
I owe him $40 because I bet the Nets would win more games than the Knicks this year, and it wasn't even close. I've owed him $40 since basically February, when it became mathematically impossible for the Nets to win more games than the Knicks.
I think I do remember that in the group chat now,
Yeah.
reading that.
Yeah.
I remember his words saying, you tried to fight on it, and Matt said, it's mathematically impossible, hard for a guy like you to understand. So that was a pretty fun. That had me kind of cracking up. But thank you so much, Matt.
It was okay. It was insane that back in the day, if you had a problem with anybody, the risk was that you'd get shot and killed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying we should go back to that,
Yeah.
but Drake needs to fear for his life a little bit. You know?
No one.
I think everyone should be fearing for their life a little bit more in the public eye.
Yeah,
Like,
thank you.
Keep them on.
presidents have gotten a little too comfortable. I'm not trying to start anything on here, but like,
Oh,
come on, there used
is
to be consequences if you popped off a little bit.
Yeah.
that is totally true. Because
It's a warning shot. I don't want anyone to die.
right, just like pop a balloon at a rally or something. You know? Make everyone
Yeah,
scramble
get
a little
people
bit.
sweating a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. People need to feel the heat. That's it.
yeah.
When was the last presidential one? 63, right? 1963.
Assassination?
Yeah.
I
Going
think
on
so.
61 years? That's crazy.
Yeah, dude. I feel like there's been a more recent attempt on a pope. than
We're in the
president.
era of the requel, and no
Yeah.
one's going back to.
Yeah. Yeah, no one's reclaiming the presidential assassination.
Which we are not.
We are not.
We are not.
We are not.
There's a lot of stuff that just, as life got better, cool shit stopped happening. You know,
Yeah.
as the world, there's less reason to be stressed out all the time, and now you don't get disgruntled people trying to murder presidents anymore.
Dude, it all happened with the when we started letting kids eat dinner in their room.
Yeah,
That's what happened. That's what happened. They pick up their plate, they go upstairs. That's what happened.
Dinner with YouTube. That's really the downfall.
It is. Man.
Speaking of nostalgia, we have 1963 Dallas nostalgia. I seen this tweet that was going viral, and it was like about missing indoor dining at Pizza Hut, and they were like, I miss warm colors, whatever the fuck that means. I've never been in a restaurant like, man, I love how warm it feels in here.
Yeah.
What the fuck? And it was just such a... Why do people do this, man? They think about when their life was easier and their parents were younger and they had all the time in the world. They had limitless potential to do anything they wanted. This is what they're nostalgic for. Yeah. But they're so stupid. They think it's Pizza Hut. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you walked it, you ever been to a pizza? First of all, there's plenty of pizzas. You can still go.
You can still do it.
There are 7,000.
Yeah.
7,000 locations in the United States. If it's that important to you, go to a Pizza Hut, bro.
And feel free to eat inside.
Still get a personal pan pizza.
Yeah, they'll even put on Dave the Barbarian for you if you want on the TV.
There was a picture in this tweet of a pizza underneath a lamp, like staying warm on the pizza buffet. You missed that? That's what you missed?
Yeah.
Are you fucking stupid?
They miss E. coli, food poisoning from poor food handling from the 1990s.
Nothing
in a wood paneled Pizza Hut.
Yeah. But the colors were
I can't enjoy a personal pan pizza unless it's entirely wood paneled around me. With like a stained glass light above me. It's the only way.
Nothing in the 90s,
doesn't hit the same.
aside from movies, was better. The 90s was a worse time period than right now. Everything got... None of these idiots who yearn for the 90s would like it if they went back to the 90s.
They would hate it.
They would absolutely hate it.
Yeah.
Then they say stupid shit like restaurants nowadays are so featureless and like white or gray. And maybe that's true. Maybe that is true. I've never given a fuck, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm there to do? I'm there to eat my food. And they all go, yeah, it makes me not want to stay there for a while. I just want to leave. Not me, man. You gotta get more... You need to have more self-esteem if you're letting the colors of the wall push you out.
You need to have a bigger problem in your life.
Well, that too.
Yeah.
Also, just like have some resolve. You know what I mean? Say, I'm gonna stay here for a little bit.
Yeah.
Don't be like, oh, it's white in here. I gotta leave.
Too sterile.
Too sterile. Too sterile.
You're already sitting in a Taco Bell for hours on end. Like.
Just do a lot of time. You know these like anti like housing folks where they like it'll be like a before and after, and the first part will be like a decrepit Dollar General, and then the second picture will be like a 4-story apartment building that has just housed like 40 families, and they're like, what is happening to the world?
This is what they took from you.
Things are changing from when I was a kid.
Affordable housing. This is what they took from you.
Oh man, Rock, thank you for showing up. Rock has awoken. Assemble him. Lee, what is going on, Lee? Thank you for stopping by too.
I don't care when people tear down houses. I don't. When it's a single family house, I don't really give a shit. Like, get the fuck out of the way, man.
That seems like a personal project of theirs. Like, wait, that's none of my business.
Because obviously, if it's got torn down, that means they sold it, and they probably made like $2 million off of a house that they bought for a turkey sandwich. So, personally, this whole like mourning for like houses, like the point is not for everyone to own a house. The point is for everyone to be housed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
These idiots who are always like, oh, I'm never going to be able to own a home. What they mean, make no mistake, what they mean is a suburban house like the one they grew up in.
Yeah.
That's what they mean.
Yeah,
and that's good that you'll never own that, because that's unsustainable to life on Earth.
Yeah.
You fucking moron.
Yeah.
Cook.
It's weird that that's the measure of success. Because, like, well, at least most people I know, I'm like, they don't want to have like 5 kids. They don't even want to have 1 kid. So it's like, why do you want a house then?
Yeah.
You don't need
Well, they need 3 bedrooms for their beds.
It's just being selfish.
That's the thing, is all these millennial kids, they all have beds. They need rooms to put their beds from when they were a kid, because they just take them. They just take them from their parents' house.
They have
Where
a
are we gonna put all
lifetime
these
bed.
beds?
Yeah. Well, we're gonna use my bed for our bed, but we're gonna take the other bed, her bed, and use it as the
Yeah.
guest bed.
I will. Cece said, "I think the loss of beautiful architecture is upsetting." I agree to a point that if you're gonna make new stuff, you should try to fit the aesthetic of an already established neighborhood. Like
Yeah.
I can agree with that. That kind of satisfies both
Yeah.
parties.
But these are like Sears Roebuck catalog pop-up houses. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
every freaking raised ranch is the same house that like you ordered that in a magazine too.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
old people used to just put those up. They delivered you the walls and you put them up. They're all the same shit. We're not losing from demolishing those. Like
No.
And it's always someone with a 6-figure job in like Brooklyn. I'll never be able to own a home. Whatever happened to what about internal happiness? Isn't that important? Because everyone makes their only makes their only measure owning a suburban house.
yeah.
What about being happy and spending time with your loved ones? Is that not a successful life? Going out. You all live in gorgeous neighborhoods surrounded by breweries, and like the restaurant landscape has never been better. So I mean,
Yeah.
you want to be fucking nostalgic for Pizza Hut? Dude, we are in a golden age of restaurants, okay? Even in our little city of Poughkeepsie,
Yeah.
we want to go out to eat. We're eating good. You know what I mean?
Spoiled.
Oh my god,
Absolutely spoiled.
life is so good now.
Yeah.
I mean, there's obviously the bad stuff still
Life
happening.
is so good right now.
Bad stuff still happening. Pretty, there's inflation. There's housing costs.
Yeah.
But my god, Pizza Hut? This is what we're doing? We could talk about how Little Caesars has been lapping Pizza Hut for decades anyway.
That's a hot take.
Is it a hot take?
I never had Little Caesars growing up or anything. We didn't get Little Caesars till late. You might have had it in Connecticut.
You know what's
I don't
weird?
think I tried it until like college. I
Yeah,
wasn't.
you weren't impressed?
I mean, I was impressed by the price, but I wasn't impressed by the quality.
You're the person, you know that meme that's like Little Caesars hits when you don't have someone in your ear telling you?
Yeah. Yeah.
You're the
Air telling. Yeah. But that's the thing. I respect anyone's right to fuck up some Little Caesars. I'm not going to judge anyone on that. You're well within your rights to do that, but it's just not my favorite.
Of rights.
Little Caesars is like an interesting thing because it's existed for a while, but nobody experienced it until their 20s.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It was like, I don't know, there was like a conspiracy among our parents to never put us on to Little Caesars.
Yeah.
Because they really liked Pizza Hut.
It was all the warm colors that Little Caesar didn't have.
Yeah. Pizza Hut was just so inviting.
Yeah, Little Caesars was just a Sunoco.
Do you not feel weird saying that a corporate pizza chain is inviting and making you feel warm?
Yeah.
You don't feel like a robot saying that?
Yeah, that is pretty tough. Very tough.
Do you guys think Jake from State Farm is the strongest person in the world?
Strongest in what sense?
Like mentally. Do you think he's the strongest? Because I think he's like,
he's got to be.
he's gotta be, right?
Yeah.
Like, I could not be that guy. I don't care what you're
I think
paying
he's
him.
under more pressure mentally in terms of image than like Joe Biden. He's
Yes.
like,
Yeah.
Oh my god, that is such a good point. He's not allowed to have an emotion
Yeah.
other than
no,
glee.
he can't take a stance on anything.
No.
He can't even like trip courtside at a basketball
Right.
game. Otherwise, it's like
I never thought about that.
Ruining
He can't
State
even
Farm.
wear his own clothes. He always has to have the red State Farm jacket.
Wow. Yeah, he's a soldier.
I
he
think,
is, and his like job is particularly crazy because I was thinking about this earlier, and I was thinking about like Flo from Progressive.
Mhm.
You didn't really ever see her like out and about. I know she was
I was
kind of
gonna
like the
say that.
original, like only identified by your character type of actor,
uh-huh.
but like that was just in the commercials, and she just like had to go only act in those commercials, which maybe sucked if she loved acting, but she could still go and like be herself at the grocery store, I think.
Right.
But Jake from State Farm is like a whole new social experiment that I'm interested to see where it goes.
I could not be that guy. We talk about this all the time.
No.
We'd be sellouts immediately. In many ways, I could not be that guy. I don't
I
care.
guess, like, how long does he have to do this? What is his contract? Like, I think I'd tap out at like 5 years.
Do you think it's going to
that.
be like James Bond, where there's always going to be a new one?
A new Jake.
Well, wasn't there another one before?
There was. The funny thing about that guy is he was not an actor. State Farm just had a contest among their employees to do a line read in a commercial. And the commercial wasn't supposed to be as big of a deal as it was. But you know what that guy did? He said, khakis, in such a, like, he hit the comedic beat so well that it became a massive commercial. You missed that, Jake? Yeah. That guy, he's a bartender, actually. I tried to look him up to get in contact with him, yeah. He has no internet presence whatsoever.
It's so crazy because he hit it out of the park with the khaki shit. Oh my God,
yeah.
And when you do one bit too good, you have to play that one hit.
Yeah.
You know, like, it's like that. There's this guy Yubio who was on Instagram, and he used to like snap his fingers to songs and whatever, and he got famous for doing that. And then he did like the Attack on Titan opening, and then everybody that like blew up, and then it was like every fucking post him snapping the Attack on Titan thing. People loved it. As soon as he did one thing, like single digit likes. No one fucked with him anymore. He couldn't even go back to the Attack on Titan opening. It's just he's dead.
Couldn't do anything experimental after that.
Nothing. He's just dead to the whole platform.
Horrible. No love for the game.
Yeah.
Well, I understand the Flappy Bird guy more than anyone on earth, because he saw that coming.
Yeah.
He saw his whole life becoming one thing, and he knew he'd crumble, so he got out of there. I mean, that's one of the strongest moral giants who's ever lived, was the Flappy Bird guy.
Or maybe weak. He was so weak.
You think he was weak?
He couldn't handle it.
Right.
He couldn't handle the Flappy Bird.
But Jake from State Farm cannot be sad outside. Could you imagine that? He can never look disgruntled. He can never look upset. He can never not wear red. And the thing about Flo's character is she had quirks built in. So everything she does, she could play off as like Flo, because Flo was not like a picture perfect person. You know what I mean?
Right.
Whereas Jake is just, I don't know what Jake is. I don't know what they're going for. It's just a guy, right? Like, it's just.
I think they're just trying to make it like the most like friendly, relatable guy, you know.
Yeah.
Also, is she like disguised Flo more in the commercial? You know, she's got like heavy makeup and like the hair bump and stuff. Like her every day, she could, maybe that was her look before, but she could totally pivot.
She also wears an apron in the commercial.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It would be ridiculous if she was outside in that.
She's like walking away.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Would you recognize Jake from State Farm if you saw him on the street?
I think I would. I think it would take me a second.
You think you would?
He is really good looking.
If he was in his fit, then yes,
Definitely.
I would.
Yeah.
But
that's the thing. It's like you take them out of the clothes, both of them. I don't know if you could.
Do you think you would be like, I know that guy? Like, you wouldn't be able to like, place it, you know? You would just weirdly look at him. Can you pull him up for a second?
Yeah, I can pull up Jake. Let's see him.
So what's the pivot once he's like, oh, does State Farm go with a new ad, or they just get a new Jake?
You want to pull up his Instagram? Let's see. This is crazy.
See, this is not a real dude.
Yeah. Let's see. So I can pull this over here for a sec. Oops. Boom. There we go.
Dude, there's nothing behind his eyes.
He looks like a tortured soul, you're thinking?
Yeah, man. Look at his outfits.
Oh
Even when he's wearing a t-shirt, it has to be red.
Yeah.
yeah, if he's like out courtside at a game, he's got to be rocking like State Farm red.
Wow. Look at this one right here. This one was probably before they even gave him any direction. This one right here.
Do you Would it rock your world if he had a Jared scandal?
Jared from Subway.
I mean,
I don't
because
think. I don't think
because
Jake.
of the Jared scandal happening, I don't think it could rock my world because it's like that already happened. I would be shocked for sure.
Man, it'd be like, what are they putting in the water? I would think it was a corporate scheme then to like phase these folks out.
I'm gonna say something weird.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna say something weird. Just go with me on it.
All right.
I don't think this guy Jake has enough genuine human connections to be a pedophile, even if he wanted to. I think every interaction he has with people is scripted and corporatized to the point.
They would need to give him the pedophile script.
I don't think he can develop a relationship with a kid.
He
I
needs
don't
more
think he has.
encouragement.
I don't think he has human friends. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to find out that like immediately after they get like the footage or the photograph of him in certain places, he's like whisked away.
Yeah.
Like Secret
Yeah.
Service style, to, like
Yeah,
get him
he's-
out of here before he can
that's
say
so
anything,
funny.
do anything. Like just get him the fuck out of here.
So you say when he's courtside, he takes the pick and then they kick him out of the seat.
And then yeah, like his handlers just come in and they're like, "Come on, get out of here."
This one is when they were making him in the lab. They 3D modeled him first. They have. I feel like they have to have a couple of him incubating.
They have to, man.
And at one misstep, I think they terminate the clone and they move on to the next one. We're probably on like Jake.
Well, they would
5.
pretend he would never. Right, like the first Jake looks nothing like him. The first Jake was a chubby white guy.
I mean, yeah.
And what happened to him? Is he alive? What's going on?
He didn't.
I
He
think-
did nothing with his moment of fame.
Do you think that's him? You think he fumbled it? You think he?
I don't
if
think he wanted to be a star.
He
I
didn't
think
wanna
he
be
just
a
wanted
star?
to be a normal guy. Yeah.
Got you. Because I was wondering if this was like maybe this was a play from State Farm, but I like that. I think that it was up to him and he said no.
Like
But,
they.
like, because I think State Farm, they like, there is maybe a world where they nailed the role, but
Yeah.
they didn't nail the actor, you know?
So you think they thought they
They-
had their cash cow?
Maybe they,
and
yeah,
he
they
turned
had,
them down?
I would like to think that, but also maybe they just pulled him and they were like, we got to get a pro in here now that we got this thing going.
Do you think
Rachel Gavin, yes, it originally it was a different guy, yeah.
But do you think this Jake knows that he owes everything to the other Jake?
I don't think he has a thought anymore.
If
He might not even know about him.
Yeah.
He might be like,
Yeah, it might have been before, the only thing he remembers from back then was Pizza Hut and their warm colors. He didn't watch too much TV.
I could not imagine.
Can you imagine not knowing the
I
original
just
Jake?
couldn't. Being a human ad has to be the worst existence ever.
Is there
it's gotta be rough.
is there like stuff like publicized on his deal or no?
I would love to find out because I'm like,
Yeah.
he's got to be getting like an insane bag.
Yeah.
So of course, like, I mean, again, I think we'd all sell out for the right price, but
It's
I
like
don't know.
it's like this is like paying somebody to tattoo your brand on them to the nth degree.
Yeah.
This is like your whole
Yeah.
life.
Wait, look up his net worth. That's actually interesting.
Let's see. Jake
I
from
don't
State
even
Farm.
believe that his real name's Jake,
Net
if we're being
worth.
honest.
It's not confirmed.
How much does Jake at State Farm get paid? Click that.
His real name is Miles.
Oh.
It says not confirmed here. If you search the internet,
What
let's
about
see.
that arrow? Maybe someone has a guess.
Let's see. There's ballpark figures supposedly here. Let's see. Between 200 and 500K a year. I feel like that's not enough.
No.
No,
Wait.
I don't think it is.
500 to upwards of 7 million. These are the rumors. Oh, that's just his net worth, but this is the deal is 200 to 500K. That's not enough.
No,
That is a miserable life.
That's not
def-
so. He should fire his agent.
Where else has he been working? Look at this. So his name is Kevin Miles.
Yep.
I think it should have been a thing that when they were doing the casting call that he had to be named Jake. You know?
Yeah.
You like if you're auditioning.
Well, because it was the first one on accident, they already got it. They couldn't lose too much of the identity, right?
No, I know. Then they shouldn't have hired this guy.
They should have got
It
a real
should've been
Jake.
a real
It should have been a real Jake.
Like
yeah.
this whole
Yeah.
thing reeks of insincerity. Like his name is
Wow.
Kevin Miles, and
Yeah.
everywhere he goes, people say, "Hi, Jake."
Yeah,
That's
Dude,
enough to make me blow
I
my
think
brains
about
out.
that. Could you? Yeah, imagine
Yeah.
having to learn to answer to a new name.
Yeah.
is crazy.
Oh my god.
Crazy.
Oh, Rachel says your door is cool.
Oh, you. Yeah, it is lovely. It's a fake stained glass.
Khakis?
Khakis.
We'll look up Flo from Progressive. She low-key
Okay.
fell off.
She did fall off.
She might be taking bartending classes as we speak.
I don't even know if she's still in the commercials anymore. I
Yeah,
think her
right.
deal may be done. I saw.
She's
I
at
saw
$6
a
million?
progressive
Wow.
What?
And she looks pretty different here than commercial Flow. 6 million 2023.
Sorry, what were you saying? I'm sorry before I
We freaked out.
reached.
What was I saying? Oh, I don't know if she's still in the commercials. I think maybe her contract is up
Did they
because I
pivot?
saw a commercial recently and she was not in it. But maybe they're just phasing her out.
I feel like she's sneaky in some still. I feel like I think
It's like an
Yeah.
Easter egg now. She's in it.
yeah.
So what's their angle now? Like, what's their ad campaign?
I don't know.
Is it just Progressive? They're just selling the product now. There's no.
They're still trying to be funny. I don't know
can't-
why
Yeah.
insurance companies always try to like be so silly.
That's
Yeah.
why I like. You know what? That's why I like Allstate. They were very serious.
Always straight up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the Allstate dude had like I feel bad that I'm forgetting his name because he is a famous actor and he had like a flourishing career.
He was a
Like-
good actor. I actually just saw him in something recently. But
Really?
Yeah, he was a good actor.
Let's see.
Yeah, he's got like a
Allstate.
career outside of like having a beautiful voice on the Allstate commercials.
Dennis Haysbert.
Dennis Haysbert, yes, that's his name.
But he was a serious. Like I felt like with Allstate, it's like I'm calling adults if I ever need something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not this
Yeah.
kid shit.
Yeah. Progressives.
All right, let's go to his filmography.
Dude, he's God on Lucifer, and he was the president on 24.
I think that's one of my favorite 2000s tropes. Is that, is how God is always a black man with a beautiful voice.
He was in Heat. That's pretty crazy. And Love and Basketball.
Oh my God!
Sinbad,
Wait,
Legend of the Seven Seas. What's up?
Gavin is right. Allstate has those goofy mayhem commercials,
Oh, dude, they got.
Oh yeah,
so they're not
but same
serious.
thing with that. Like that's
They
got
lost it.
that's Dean Winters, and he has a huge acting career too.
Yeah.
Oh,
they,
I
they,
get
they,
it.
they at least went A-list.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
were serious about their paper.
Yeah.
Hold on, what did I see this guy in?
Kung Fu Panda.
It's driving me crazy. Maybe Monk?
Ted 2.
I've been watching a lot of Monk. If he's in Monk, I'm gonna feel so much better. Or else it's gonna fucking bother me. He wasn't in fucking Monk? What was,
you love him in Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
what was this man in?
Oh, he was in Brooklyn Nine-Nine, huh?
I wouldn't
He's
know.
a noted character actor for sure.
Wow, he has a resume.
Yeah.
He does more movies per year than Flo does commercials. This girl was doing 2 minutes of acting a year and was raking in $1 million.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing. She got a good deal, like unrecognizable outside of those commercials.
Yeah.
Raked it in,
She's worth more than
but
Jake.
I think Jake from State Farm's not getting as good of a deal.
No.
Progressive can literally never justify a layoff ever. Because if I got laid off from Progressive, I'd be like, really? There's nowhere else you can
Yeah.
cut down? It has to be my whole job. You can't just give Flo $500,000 for a commercial.
Yeah.
Right?
Flo has the Shohei Ohtani deal. It's just locked in.
Gavin said Flo was cool, but I missed the Gecko. Those are two completely different companies.
I do love that gecko though.
The Gecko was cool. The Caveman did not hit at all.
You're out of your
No.
word.
You don't.
Gecko is
Caveman could do
charming
it.
as shit.
That's pretty funny.
No.
Talk about
fuck with
charm.
You didn't fuck with the Caveman at all?
No.
Did you, Lee?
I didn't care for it. No, I didn't care for the
Because the
caveman.
Cavemen, they tried to do a TV show, and that's what got the George Lopez show canceled.
Really?
Yeah.
What
Oh,
happened?
really?
The guy called Caveman got their own TV show, and the network decided that in order to fit them in, they had to cancel George Lopez. And then the Caveman show flopped immediately, as
Sure.
expected.
Yeah.
No one wants to watch an ad as a TV show. And
First.
it was actually, I think it was Nick Kroll was one of the cavemen in the show.
I think you're right. Yeah.
Let's pull this up.
Here, I
Caveman
get
show.
Oh my god. Yeah, well, I guess I resent that, but I like the commercials. Caveman show. Let's see Nick Kroll.
No, it was right there.
Was it?
Yeah, if you just type in caveman. Yeah, American sitcom.
Oh my god.
Starring Bill
Wow.
English and Nick Kroll.
Wow. Shit was a 2-pack of ass.
Shit was
Yeah.
So bad.
Well, I feel like this is souring the image of the commercials.
Well, good.
Oh, screw
I never
you.
bring you back down to earth.
The caveman commercials have me on cloud 9.
The series focuses on 3 caveman roommates who share a condo. That's really funny. That actually is a funny premise if it didn't come from a commercial.
Although these cavemen self-identify as Cro-Magnon, their facial appearance and physical anatomy is reminiscent of the Neanderthal. I like that they're... I like this exploration here.
Historically accurate, yeah.
On the Wikipedia page.
Thank you, Wikipedia.
So the okay, this is funny.
This
It
one
says-
they based off you, Nick.
Oh, thanks. So this is funny. It says the central humor of the show is that caveman characters are not brutish primitives, but fully integrated into white-collar jobs. The central caveman characters are effete?
What?
Effete?
Goes into
Effete modern city dwellers. They must also endure racial epithets such as magger, a pun based on Cro-Magnon. That is not what the pun is based on. That is... I mean, why do they always do this? J.K. Rowling did this. Everyone who has to come up with a fake slur always starts with 2 G's in the middle.
Oh my god, dude.
And we all know why.
True.
Why?
That is so weird.
Why is anyone... Like, how do you sign on to do this?
It's always weird when they do like this show takes place in contemporary America, right?
Yeah.
And they're still doing an allegory for racism that isn't just racism.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They were like, we have to figure out a way to get these 3 very rich white men
To be victims of racism, yeah.
portrayed as huge victims.
And let's call them
How can we
something
do
that
it?
rhymes with a real slur. Magger, that's crazy. This is where they
Yeah.
kicked off a Latino man too. Put their show on the air.
Oh my god.
Let's see the crew.
Yeah, Nick Kroll.
Nick Kroll is so pathetic, dude. Man.
Yeah, look at this. Immediately,
So
immediate.
rich. Why do you have to do a show like Caveman?
He's the son of a billionaire, right?
Yeah.
He's
Really?
once I found that out, well, first of all, everything he said was already unfunny. But once I found that out, it was aggressively unfunny.
Yeah.
It was game over.
You love
What
Bobby
is-
Bottle service, though.
What?
His dad.
I'm just kidding.
Look at this. The pilot was accused of being racist. Wow. Wow, Nick Kroll, you hit it out of the park. As some critics thought the cavemen were being used as a metaphor for African Americans. So they had a bunch of scholars critiquing the show.
Look at this.
They were able to put that together.
The series subsequently underwent a major creative retooling, which included changing the venue from Atlanta to San Diego. That's gonna fix it. What the heck?
There you go.
Oh my god, dude.
I absolutely love the reasoning behind TV execs of being like, we're gonna make a show that is a metaphor for being Black in America, and we're not going to hire any Black people
Yeah.
to act or be a part of it.
That's what Zootopia did. Zootopia was written by three
so
white
true.
guys.
I never saw that one.
Zootopia has to be the most insane allegory for racism ever created. The premise of Zootopia is that the minorities were at one point threats to society. So they were rightfully segregated. That's the premise of Zootopia, is that the predators, which are obviously allegories for non-white people, that they actually were dangerous and needed to assimilate over decades into white life.
As like the meat-eating animals or whatever. The
Yeah,
predators.
the predators.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is like pro race science.
Yeah.
So-
Jesus Christ.
It's very heavy for a children's movie.
Imagine someone saying, "Well, you know, slavery made sense at one time." That's insane.
Yeah. Well, we started it out.
It wasn't as bad as you would think. Or like when every allegory for racism that in the context of the universe, the racism actually makes sense. Like the X-Men 3 thing was that they're trying to put regulations on mutants, and I'm like, no, I would support that. If that was a real thing, yes, I would want regulations on these weapons of mass
yeah,
destruction.
that would be a real concern. for
Yeah.
sure.
This guy who has fucking laser beams that come to his eyes,
Yeah.
we should. Because there was a medicine that came out that got rid of mutations. I would want to force every one of them to take it.
Yeah.
We can't have these. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. Or give me a mutation.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone gets one.
Or like, what's that Disney movie, Elemental, that came out recently? It was like there's a fire neighborhood, there's a water neighborhood, and then like a fire guy and a water girl started dating, and it was like a big thing, and I'm like,
You're thinking of Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
maybe.
No. I
But
don't
in that
No, I did see the one that you're talking about, and it was
You watched
so weird. Yeah, I watched it.
was
yeah.
it
No.
it?
No.
But in that, I'm
I don't know
thinking,
why I watched it.
but wouldn't you think that would make total sense why a fire person and a water person would never date? They are physically incompatible.
Yeah.
It is dangerous for them to be near each other, which is not applicable at all to a white person and a black person dating, because there's no
Yeah.
genetic difference between white and black people.
Yeah, it's not the best metaphor for like interracial dating. Bit of a stretch, but
If in real life,
it's a children's movie.
Black and white people mating could cause one of them to instantly die, I would be against it. I would say, yeah, maybe we just shouldn't do that. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe reconsider. But it's not the case.
Yeah, we have the numbers.
Yeah.
No such cases yet. So
You guys, summer's coming up. You guys own sandals?
No.
You do own sandals.
I do, but I live in California.
Okay.
I live
maybe
I
it's a
live
California thing.
near a beach that's quite warm.
Do you wear sandals though?
Not
Like-
often. Not
like,
even in the
unless-
summer.
Unless you're going to the beach, do you wear them?
No.
I feel like sandals are boomer coded in a way. Because boomers used to wear them shits as just shoes, like in the summer.
Yeah.
You ever see like a disgusting guy walk into a place
Yeah.
with no socks,
Yeah,
and
with like
his feet out?
yeah. The
Yeah.
ones with like the strap in the
Yeah.
back. Yeah.
Oh my god. Have some.
I still see people all the time traveling, like at the airport and on the airplane. There's always somebody in
Yeah,
sandals. And it's
yeah.
Like, what the fuck are you thinking?
We
Dude,
are
you
about to-
cannot have your feet out anymore.
Right.
That is not allowed.
We are about to share a small tube in the sky. And
Yeah.
you have your goddamn feet out.
Yeah.
It's
no,
crossing a line now. Yeah.
It is
I've seen
definitely.
people take off their shoes fully. And it's just like, yeah,
Ew, start with
it's
shoes and then take
closer.
them off?
Yeah. Yeah. People get into an airport or on an airplane, and I swear they just like mentally completely check out.
They think
I
they're
also have a
already
lot
on
of
their
family members
vacation.
who are
Yeah.
flight attendants, and I feel like I've just heard the worst stories about people on airplanes.
Give us the most inconsiderate one you can think of.
Yeah.
One of my sister's friends, they're all flight attendants. There was a drunk guy on her flight, and he took out his dick and pissed into a water bottle in his seat. And when she told
No.
him to, like, you know, put his pants on, take it to the back, he drank his piss.
What?
That's what I was told. It's disgusting.
Wait, what do you do? Okay, what's the
Hello?
protocol for a situation like that? Would it depend on the length of the flight? If it's a long flight, do you have to stop and kick that guy off, or do you finish the flight no matter what?
They can, like,
We kicked
restrain
him off,
him.
throw him out the.
No, like say you're going to New York. Say you're going to New York to LA, and that guy does that. Do you stop in like Oklahoma and tell him he's got to get the fuck off the plane?
Yeah, you definitely do. You definitely do.
Right?
Wow. So did they kick this guy
Yeah.
off like that?
I know that I don't know where they were at in the journey, if they had to, like, stop early, but they did call the cops to be there when they
Nice.
landed. And he was arrested
Nice.
for that,
Yo.
which is like, I don't even know how to classify that crime.
Yeah.
But, like, beyond that, there's just always people trying to, like, brawl and getting, like, too drunk or like they're scared to fly, so they take, like, sleeping meds or, like, anti-anxiety
Yeah.
meds and have a drink, and then they get, like, way too fucked up on the flight.
I think that's like it makes sense because we're always due like one crazy video on a plane on Twitter each year.
Yeah.
At least one a year.
It
Well-
feels like there's been a lot in, like, the last 6 months, but I don't know if that's more so just, like, all the technical malfunctions that have been happening, like the doors flying off and, like, shit like that.
Yeah.
I'm scared of
There's
airplanes
been
now.
less, like, brawling on the flights and more, like, technical malfunctions recently.
Dude, the TikTok generation just graduated into Boeing, so it's Jover.
That's why I like
Jojo.
trains, man. If someone's acting up, they kick them off at the next stop.
Yeah, just the boot.
You
Yeah.
can stop a training. That's why all planes should have a parachute for each person. If you're acting up, you have to jump out. I'm sorry.
Yeah. We're gonna push you.
Another thing about trains, I'm sorry. If a train derails, I am not dying. That's one of the easiest. I don't fear that whatsoever. I fear car accidents. I fear plane crashes.
Yeah.
I'm not dying in a train, man. Let's be serious.
It's like
If
that's such like a 1800s ass
Right.
death.
It's like-
Yeah.
If you die in a train derailing, it's because you were not locked in when
Yeah.
shit started going south.
Yeah. If
Yeah,
that
it's
starts
so-
tipping over, it's like,
Yeah.
whoa.
It's like a Red Dead Redemption ass death.
Yeah.
Can't be going out that way in 2024.
No. I got the consumption or a firebomb in my car, my train car.
Oh, so what I want to say about sandals. I
Yeah.
think they're disgusting. Unless you're
They
going,
are.
unless it would make sense for your feet. They should not be everyday wear. What is the burden about putting on sneakers? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you're that fucking lazy, you have to slip sandals on to leave the house. And you have to subject everyone in this Dunkin' Donuts to your fucking toenails.
I'm okay with it with socks.
With socks, that's fair. I agree.
You know, like socks and slides. That's a
Yeah.
look.
Yeah.
It works.
We need
Totally
some
cool.
to. No shirt, no shoes, no service should apply to sandals. That's not a shoe.
Yeah.
Your whole
Yeah.
thing's exposed.
Yeah.
Would you call assless chaps pants? Because I don't think that's appropriate. No, I used to go to the beach. I hate the beach so much. But
Now
I used
you
to
have
go to
a
the
product
beach.
nostalgia for it.
And I was, you know what I was? I was a victim of the beach paradox. You know what would happen? My toes would be so sandy, and my grandpa would say, "Go wash them off in the water and come back. We'll put your shoes on." I'd go wash them off, but then when I'm walking back, they'd get sandy again. And it was an impossible predicament for a 5-year-old to navigate.
I don't understand. I don't talk about a 28-year-old.
You
I don't know what
understand
to
it,
do
right?
either.
I don't know how to
what do you
leave.
do?
I don't know how to
You have to
leave
go
a
to a
beach.
beach with showers, is what you have to do.
That's what you have to. Yeah. Or
Yeah.
that's I guess what the sandals are for. is only beachwear, because then you like
carry the
hose them
sandals
off
to the water,
or pour a
rinse
water
them,
bottle,
yeah.
like take a bucket of water or whatever you bring to
Yeah.
the beach, and then you pour them on your feet. Yeah,
There's no proper way to leave a beach.
there's no proper
It's
way.
always going to be uncomfortable. After an amazing day of sitting around a crowded beach with people you don't know, not a single fun thing to do, sand everywhere,
Basically on a desert
murderous creatures
with
in
water.
the water.
It's a desert with
Yeah.
water you can't drink.
Riptide, undertow, all that stuff.
Death out every corner.
Nick hates the beach.
A fun day to me is when you're in the blistering sunlight, your Diet Coke is warm immediately, you got a shitty sandwich in a baggie, a bunch of teenagers are making everyone uncomfortable, and there's the risk that you die. That to me is a great day. I love the beach, man.
It's ideal. I am a beach lover personally. I love the beach.
I'm not trying to shame beach lovers. I know people.
I get it. I understand why you don't like it.
You know what it is? If I got caught, what do they call it when you're getting pulled out by the water?
Oh, riptide?
Riptide. You know they say you're supposed to just let it take you and then swim horizontal. You're supposed to swim horizontal. You're not supposed to fight against it. And I know this. I will never forget this. If I'm at a beach, I know this. But if it ever happened, I wouldn't.
You wouldn't do it.
I would try to swim against it. In the same way they say if your car's sliding on ice, you're not supposed to
Don't
hit the brake.
Yeah,
That's the first thing I do. I immediately slam on them. This stuff is not applicable when you're actually in a situation.
We were talking about like fighting a shark, right, or something.
Yeah.
Like the presence of mind, the shark.
Well, because you're supposed to spin the shark.
Yeah, you're supposed to spin the shark, Lisa.
I'm not
You're
spinning.
supposed to like punch it square in the nose.
The
which is,
nose,
like,
right?
Yeah.
I don't know how that's going to be your first instinct.
I'd be like,
but
this is not gonna reach it fast. What's the impact there? I'm in the water. I'll spin the shark.
So Bato, you tricked the government recently.
I didn't trick anybody.
Well,
How did I trick the government?
well, let's tell it. Tell the story. You scammed a little bit.
I did not scam one bit.
Tell us.
You want me to say on an open forum that I scammed the government? I scammed
The federal
no one.
government.
The federal government and the state government. I didn't scam. I didn't scam anybody. I just filed my taxes like a law-abiding citizen, truthfully, and to the best of my ability. I had quite an experience filing the taxes too, because I got like you get like a form that's not a W-2 from like Twitch stuff, and so I started out on H&R Block. And then they pull up a thing that like, hey, if you want to use that form, you got to upgrade to this pay service. And I'm like, fuck you guys. I'm just going to see where it takes me. Maybe I could get out of it later.
Mm-hmm.
And then I keep filling it out. And it's like, okay, this form that you have, you can say it's either a business or hobby pay. And I'm like, well, I didn't make that much money on it. Whatever. I'll just try it as a hobby. Then they're like, okay, you have to pay even more now. And then from H&R Block. And I was like, you know what? Fuck this. So I went to the IRS where you can file your taxes for free. It seems like there's scams because the websites are called like fileyourtaxes.com, you know, like stuff like that. But the real scams are like H&R Block and stuff. So
The IRS just lets you do it.
never use those.
yeah.
The IRS lets you do it for free.
The IRS you can do it for free on the IRS website, just filling out the forms, or you can use one of their softwares, which is
Free
just
Tax USA in the chat. That's a good one.
exactly Free Tax USA. That's the one. That's what I use, and it's just completely free, and it's H&R Block. It's like exactly
I gave
like
TurboTax
like
$138.
don't do it. Yeah,
What the fuck?
yeah, it's all for free. Yeah, you could totally do your taxes for free.
Anyway,
So I did it on there, and then I got to the Twitch part, and they were like, oh, it has to be a business. And I was like, fuck it, I'm going to try another free one. I basically ended up doing my taxes 3 times before going to Tax USA and finishing it that way. But so this is why I feel entitled to the money I did receive, which is for claiming a dependent. This is my first year claiming a dependent. And so I'm not talking about my daughter. I'm talking about my little brother who
because
lives
you're not.
with me.
First of all, he has a daughter. He's not in her life, so
Right.
it would be weird for you to claim her.
Correct. Yeah.
You're
Her
a
mom.
deadbeat dad.
Her mom claims her, and if you guys want to wish her a happy Mother's Day, wish it to the grandma. She stays with her all year. But my little brother, My little brother lives with me.
You don't actually have a daughter.
I don't actually have a daughter. It's a joke. This is just a recurring bit, so I'm sorry, Leash. But
I was assuming. I was laughing, so I was like, God.
I claim my little brother as a dependent because my little brother, you know, he's in college. He doesn't work. He lives with me. We don't have any parents here. So, like, I'm his guardian, whatever. And I made out like a bandit, dude. Total fat cat. I would encourage everyone to have a kid or claim, like, just for the. I kind of get it now. You know, people talk about, like, oh, they're just having kids for the tax thing. You know,
And now you
like,
think they
shit,
might
that's
be.
smart, dude. I want to have, like, you should get a real one. So it really paid off, and it was all on the up and up. It's my dependent. That does like Nick saying I scammed it. Now the IRS is gonna take this footage and come after me. It was awesome.
Does it count if you're dependent? You only feed them in Burger King 2-for-1 deals.
That's what I have to do.
Not a bad deal. Not a bad deal at all.
Is it only you can only claim financial dependence though?
What do you mean?
Well, a lot of people text me with their problems, so I feel like a lot of people are dependent on me.
The things that they look for are like, do they live in the same place as you for more than half a year?
Okay.
Did you cover more than half of their costs of living for the year? So you can not necessarily have the first one. I think if you have a family member, like, you know, that has like home care or something and you support them with it, like they don't necessarily live with you, you can still claim them as a dependent too.
So I get nothing for emotional labor.
No, everything you do is like,
Everything's financial.
that's all a labor of love.
Okay.
Yeah.
CC brings up a good point. I firmly believe I should be able to put my pets on my taxes. This motherfucker needs me.
Dude, it was just it's insane though. The like hoops they made you jump through to like not claim a dependent. I mean, that was crazy. I had to get like tuition statements and stuff. It was a whole thing. But
They don't want you to pay your taxes.
they don't want you to
They
want
make
you
it
to pay
so
taxes.
annoying.
And this is the thing that's crazy about it is like they know what we owe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all the tax. It's all H&R Block and all them the other one, TurboTax. They're all lobbying to make it so that you have to file your taxes every year. That's their biggest thing. Because that otherwise they'd get no money.
That's
Yeah, 'cause,
actually
like, in other countries, like, it's not such a process to do your taxes.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure you just get like sent a bill.
Right. That's it.
You pay it.
Yeah. Or they just take out the right amount of tax when you get paid, whatever. Everybody
Yeah.
knows it. And then there's nothing at the end of the year. No refund. They never took the money away from you. They're not like borrowing money from you without your consent and with no interest and then giving it back to you later. That money should have just been in your fucking pocket throughout the year.
Well, and obviously, like, the government has the time and the resources to like check in on it. Because I
Yeah.
have fucked up my taxes before, and they have come
Yeah.
for me. And I was like, I'm like a 20-year-old freelancer at the
Yeah.
time. I'm like, why are you coming after me?
Dude, for real.
So they have the time.
It's nuts. They do. One of my friends got audited and he ended up paying like 80 cents to the IRS.
Yeah.
That's what you had to pay. And you know what? They messed up my, I'm going to say the college that I went to messed up some form that they gave me for like my work study or something. I don't know what it was for, but all my taxes were effed up for like I think I found out like maybe my junior year or something. I had to file an amendment for every year before it too. And I talked to them about it, and they thought that like this is crazy. They thought that because my name was Sabato, they thought I was like quote unquote a foreigner. They thought that it didn't fucking matter, and that's why they were so lax with it. And they just effed up my whole like I had to file amendments and stuff. Like, so how crazy is that?
So like, he's not going to be here in 2 years. Don't
Yeah,
worry
they're
about
like,
it.
who cares what we put on this thing?
No point pursuing this one.
Insane. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Shout out to Blazing Orc. Welcome to the chat with the raid. Thank you so much for the raid, Gobi. Let me hook you up with this shout out. Thank you so much for coming through. Welcome, Gobi. All the little Gobis, the little Lucarios. What's up, legends?
What a pitch for the IRS. Not only are they extremely annoying, they're also racist.
Yeah. Dude, the stuff they did with the Twitch stuff. is like, I had to file it as a small business, and the IRS has no guidelines on how you're supposed to file a small business versus a hobby or a personal business, self-employed. And they literally say on their website, well, how do you feel about it? They say, are you doing this for profit or are you doing this just for fun? What do you, does it like,
What?
Yeah, that's what they say. Literally, they say, do you plan out stuff that you do for this, or are you just taking it as it go and you had a great year? Like, this is all gravy. It's like, why are you letting the inmates run the prison? Just tell me what I have to freaking pay or
Why
file.
do they also have someone doing millennial slang?
Yeah, dude,
it's all gravy.
yeah, it's like nuts. I was like, okay, because it was crazy too, because then I had to go back and I had to look at everything I spent, and because it's all up to me, I'm like, well, what am I gonna say? It's like, it's because they tax you extra on all this stuff, or on all the income that comes from it, unless you're able to say that you have these expenses and stuff. They only tax you on the profit you made. Of course, I'm like running in the negative because I'm like I'm like SpongeBob with the list, like all my expenses. I'm like, well, tournament prize money, subs to other people, video games I buy. Like, I'm like, well, where's the line? This is all for stream. Like, I'm like, my computer, it's a depreciating asset. So I'm like $700 in the red or something, whatever it ends up being. And they're like, you're not supposed to have that. But I'm like, what the hell? This is what you guys made me do, you know? Like, whatever.
But you did make out.
So
you're
sweet.
good.
So sweet. The fattest return ever. It is so crazy. Everybody should have a kid. Casey, let us know how it was for you.
You know what?
Wait, back in the day, Nick Brown and two Brown siblings.
You gotta just. I guess you just, if you struggle day to day, it all comes back in April.
It all comes back. That's what you just have to plan till April. Every April, if you can squeeze that April.
Just hold out.
Yeah. I learned that. Wow. We are so up.
I can't believe there is no evidence that you're a foreign citizen whatsoever. You were born in the United
I literally
States.
check. I'm a citizen of the United States every time I do it.
You've been in an American school your whole life.
Yeah.
Like,
I have a social security card. I have a birth certificate.
There's a guy who's vibe checking names.
Yeah. What the fuck? Dude.
He's like
Purely
Alex
off
Jones
vibes.
foreigner.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Casey, I did do head of the household. I filed as head of the household. I was like Borat. I was like head of the household. Head of the household. It was, dude.
I think if you live alone, you're also the head of the
That's
household.
what. Yeah, I would agree.
I know.
Yeah.
It's true. This house falls apart without me.
Yes.
You should be compensated for that.
Correct.
I should be compensated, yeah, for just living.
You guys want to see the most American video ever made?
Yeah.
Go to my page.
Okay. 1 sec. Let's pull it up.
I want to really break down every part of this video.
On your Twitter?
I think it's the most. Well, I'll show you when we get there. Yeah, on my Twitter.
All right, let's see. Nick. Oops, I should say I own 2 couches. All right. Let's pivot. We zoom all the way in.
All right, it's down. That one. No, down.
This one.
No.
This one.
No, the European mind can't comprehend.
Oh,
That
okay.
one. Let's open this up.
Okay.
There's so much to unpack here.
All right.
Can you get the volume for chat?
It's up.
Will
yeah.
they hear it? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's just watch it first. Then we'll go
Okay.
back.
Okay, so just once through.
I'm gonna laugh.
What the fuck?
Oh my god!
Yo! What?
Oh my god!
No way. What?
Bro!
Wait, can we-
Oh my god!
There is so much to talk about here. Hold on.
Is he alive?
No. He's not.
There's no way.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Can we just talk about this video? Wait, I want to. Oh, let's. First of all, let's get this picture right here. You.
Look at the breakdown.
It's the most American.
The breakdown. We're walking back
I've
to the
ever
big
seen.
screen.
This is.
Taking place in like a Burger King, McDonald's.
It's just a giant
combo.
parking lot. Yeah. In a Burger King. The woman filming is at a McDonald's. So there's a Burger King and a McDonald's within 10 feet of each other. Every car in this video is an SUV or a truck. Every single one. This is the most, and the Burger King sign is like way up there because it's advertising to a highway. So everything about this is a result of the society we've created, okay? Now let's go a little bit more.
Okay. He's already got
And-
a gun out.
Right?
He's got a gun in his hand.
Yeah,
You can kind of see it here.
He's the guy who's clearly working, so he's at his job with a gun for some reason. All right, keep going.
Do we know where this video takes place?
I don't know where, but I know the backstory is that the guy who's in the truck who steals the truck was trying to carjack that white SUV. The guy who owns the truck stopped and like intervened. So that part was good. Up till there, he's a good guy. He kind of loses me when he takes his gun out and tries to murder a dude at point blank range with 5 shots over a work truck that is almost guaranteed to be insured. And even if it's not, it's just a fucking truck. Like, why are you trying to put 5 bullets in a dude over a truck? So anyway, look at this idiot.
Yo.
Another thing.
How did he not?
It's a guy who owns a gun who clearly should not have a gun because he missed every single shot. This is the guy who pictures himself as an imaginary army man when he buys a gun. He's like, I'll stop the bad guys. He has a layup to stop a bad guy. One of the and you know what? Based on this infrastructure, I'm willing to guess if he killed that guy, he would have got away with it. It would have been some sort of self-defense claim. If it's in Texas, they would have given him a medal.
A hero.
Yeah.
There's a local hero. He gets a discount at Burger King forever.
In the news article, they actually call him a good Samaritan, which that I'm a little iffy on that because he did try to murder a guy.
So this is so the guy that gets in the truck is the carjacker.
Yes.
Did they get out of the truck originally? Or they're stealing that truck now.
Now they're stealing that truck. They've pivoted to that truck because they're going to steal that SUV first.
Okay.
All right. Now let's.
Local hero discount, Ollie. Yo. Oh my god. Bro.
That backup is insane.
So another thing is, he has all this room to back up and treat it like a runway because all of America is just pavement.
Yeah.
Just flat pavement. And not to shame him, but this guy is not like a world star athlete, right? I mean, the way he runs, he was initially running vertical, like with the car. And then at the end, he realizes this car is coming right at him and tries to get out of the way.
Oh my god. Bro.
I'm sorry, it's not. I've never seen a body do that.
Oh my god.
And then to get away in the most American way, this guy just drives a lifted pickup truck in the way. Like, this is also just how those cars drive in America. They go anywhere they want.
Oh my god.
I mean, people who own those cars are like hitting kids.
They're the biggest pieces of shit.
In the day to day. Yeah, there's like no visibility on them. Like they're just
Dude,
like.
he barrels down a fence.
He barrels down
I'm
the
sorry.
fence.
That's a fence, right? Like,
Just muscles his way out of there.
just boom. Nah. Oh my God. It's just onto another road back here, or not even yet. Oh my God.
So think about it. If America was different in just one way, this whole event wouldn't have happened. If we didn't rely on fast food, if all our cars weren't huge,
Yeah.
if we didn't have giant roads ruining all our cities, like this dude, in a normal society, he would not have had that much room to gain that much speed. In like
No, this could only happen in like most cities in America.
Yeah. Crazy cities, right?
And another thing, a completely incompetent idiot owning a gun that he carries with him all day and misses every shot with. Every single part of this. This is the most, like, you talk about, like, I watched this and I got a feeling of pride of my country. Not, like, because the fact that I've survived this many years in this goddamn hellhole is insane. Look at what we put up with, man. We are stronger than any European. A European would fold in America.
Uniquely American experience to like avoid a mass shooting, avoid getting like mowed down at your local McDonald's.
McDonald's Burger King combo. The McDonald's
combo,
Burger King strip, In that video, the three businesses are a McDonald's, a Burger King, and a gas station.
It looks like an airport.
It could be anywhere.
Can we actually watch it one more time?
No.
Please.
I don't think we want to show it one more time.
And not a single police officer actually putting their life on the line.
Yeah.
They're they're Ray Charles.
They're all
all of a sudden they're all busy.
They're all on milk cartons in this moment. Holy hell, dude. Wow.
I don't think someone deserves to die.
No.
But
Definitely not.
You pull a gun out and you try to shoot someone 5 times and you miss every shot, and they're in a mechanical kill machine.
If you pull your gun out, you have to shoot to kill.
Yeah.
You have to shoot to kill because you're inviting,
Yeah. No, the guy who got ran over was not getting shot at, Cece. He was doing the shooting. He was trying to stop a carjacker. That's also another American thing. The protection of private property is so important.
Yeah.
Like, this guy can't get away with my truck.
Oh, it was in North Carolina. Okay, well, that completely checks out.
First in flight, 49th in education.
It actually gets a lot worse than North Carolina. North Carolina's one of the good states.
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude. I'm shook to the core. I'm shaken to the core.
I'm
not. I watch this stuff all the time.
That is insane.
Yeah, I feel like if you are a like Twitter/X user, you're either constantly receiving a feed of people getting like hit by cars, or you're just not. You're getting like live footage of killings, or you're not.
People always. I remember when we were kids, the anti-gun argument was always, cars kill people too. Should we ban them? And then, as a kid, you think, well, cars have a purpose. We need cars. That's a ridiculous comparison. Yeah. And then as an adult, a Republican tries to get you with that. Should we ban cars too? Now you just say yes.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah.
Yeah, that would be fine.
It actually is equally as stupid. You're right.
Yeah. Yeah.
In a well-functioning society, no, they should not be there.
I've never seen a body fly like that before.
Your mom just said, "Nick, are you okay?" Hello?
Well, I actually think there is something to watching these videos, because I hate to say it, they don't just, I don't see them against my will. If that's what, like,
you're not
looking out for.
I actively look for these
pursue
videos.
them.
Yeah, and not in a way where I think. I just think I'm fascinated at how fragile human life is. You know what I mean? Now I know never to be a hero, never to try to stop a carjacking.
You are a sick puppy.
Now just give them the car. Granted, other people
of course.
might have not. You guys are saying like it's obvious, like you didn't need to see a man flown to heaven to see that.
You'll gain this sense when you have legitimate dependents in your life that there are some things that are more important than engaging in every conflict that comes across your way.
If that guy went to heaven, which I doubt, because he did try to murder someone on camera, what do you think God would be like? Bro, what were you doing? You know, you gotta hold that.
What?
It's a sad way to go.
That's something to get a gun.
No.
He missed every single shot.
It's so funny that the idea of like an accuracy test, like they need to be a sharpshooter, otherwise they will.
He missed every. It's like if I'm trying to shoot you and I miss 5 times.
Yeah.
Could you imagine that?
Yeah. Not even. Like the guy was sitting down. There's nowhere for him to go. How did he not kill him?
Okay, I don't think I would ever carjack someone, but if I'm carjacking someone and all I want is a car, I just want a car and I'll be on my way. Then someone tries to murder me in cold blood, I would probably mow them down too.
Yeah.
Right?
In a heartbeat.
Yeah.
That's the decision you make because you have to stay alive. Yeah.
That's why I don't get brainwashed, man. These newspaper articles calling this guy a good Samaritan, I understand the carjacker way more than I understand that guy.
Who is claiming him to be a good Samaritan?
The news article that I had to find out what was going on. The cops are calling him a good... Well, that's also how cops handle everything. They just show up and start shooting guns.
Yeah, they're like, oh my god, he's doing it for us.
Yeah.
Why isn't he in uniform?
Did you see when the acorn fell on the cop's car?
Yes.
Oh my god, that was insane.
And he opened fired into a residential neighborhood.
I think we watched that.
Well, we did watch that, yeah.
Holy hell. That was nuts.
That was... I mean, that was... Yeah.
I like this one better, though. This one is just so layered.
Where is it on your letterbox?
This is what Alex Garland was trying to make with Civil War. This 1-minute clip captured up everything he wanted to say.
I literally just watched that this morning.
Was it good?
I enjoyed it. Thought it was fine.
Fine. That's a glowing endorsement.
No, I thought it was good. The acting was really, really good. I can see why people don't like it, but I thought it was pretty good.
Can I ask you something?
Sure.
Was it better than what we just watched?
No. I mean, how could it be?
How could you recapture that?
Casey said the carjacker flew backwards. He could have hopped out, jacked another car, and jacked off. I don't know what you meant by that. That would delay my plans. If I'm trying to get away from the police, then I prioritize that.
Well, it's like you've made it this far. You might as well try to complete the goal of jacking a car.
You have to feel like such a winner, you know? That's like you feel immortal. You feel like you can't die. You got, dude, if you just got 5 shots, drawing like a silhouette around you,
I would feel like I'm here for a reason.
I would feel confident
and
enough
that reason is to hit this guy with my car.
I was gonna say Jack.
It's a Jack.
Casey said in chat, jacked off. No, we read it. No, sorry. Took off, she said. Oh my gosh. Wow.
So you don't want to watch it one more time.
No more, Nick.
I also think it's funny. That was like so many people were outside. Like it was like they were like
it was like reset.
Like it was like a neighborhood or something. Like it was their community. It's the Burger King McDonald's strip.
Yeah.
That's just like the local watering hole.
Yeah.
Dude, it was the lunch rush.
It's the worst time to try to jack a car.
Or maybe that guy thinks it's the best time because there were so many cars to pick from.
Oh yeah, it's so true. The most options.
The risk reward of cars to choose from and mob mentality to deal with.
More witnesses, but more cars.
Yeah.
This is the thing about guns, man. Everyone in America is just so fucking fat and uncoordinated. None of the myself
Everyone
included.
was like,
When I had that guy who was trying to rob my apartment last year,
yeah.
a small part of me was like, I wish I had a gun. But do you know what would happen? I would miss, he would overpower me and then shoot me. You know what I mean? Or like a bullet would ricochet back and dome me. There's no scenario where I cleanly shoot that guy.
Oh my god.
And I wouldn't even get away with it. We live in New York. I'd end up going to jail.
Yeah. Home invaded.
Yeah, you'd be cooked.
You hurt the invader. And also did more damage to yourself. Yeah, you're going to the big house. She got a high air pressure gun.
Do you think
like
that's enough?
Like an airsoft gun?
It's non-lethal. Do those shoot like those little like you know, like the silica gel packets in your shoes? Is that what they shoot?
Like
I
an
think you're
airsoft
right.
gun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have those guns that do that, right?
I think a fake gun would do the trick.
A cap gun.
Yeah.
Because then you'd shoot it in the air, they'd see the smoke and run away.
And if they overpower you, they can't do anything with it.
Yeah, exactly. They try to shoot you and you'd be like, ah, ah. That's it. That's actually the self-defense tactic is you get them to overpower you, take the gun, and while they go to shoot you, you take out a knife and you go, "Whatcha?"
When I was a kid, I thought swords were cool. I thought a sword was more effective than a gun. Because in my head, a gun can only shoot. But my logic was a sword can block a bullet. I think my health teacher in high school was a creep. Because we would talk about... he was discouraging girls from carrying pepper spray with them. Because he would say, if you're getting attacked and the guy overpowers you, now he has a weapon. And I'm like, yeah, but it's pepper spray. Like, that argument only makes sense for a gun. Because a gun can kill you.
Yeah.
If a potential assaulter is on the... Like, it doesn't... It's not like, oh, now I'm in a worse situation because he has pepper spray now. You know what I mean? Like, it's your only chance of getting away.
What a sick freak.
Shouts to Mr. Carp.
Yeah. What a crazy thing to recommend.
He's like, well, if you guys are carrying pepper spray, it's going to make it so hard for me. I mean, you, to get away.
Pepper spray is illegal in New York. That is crazy.
No one carried pepper spray.
Hell.
Also, everyone write your home address down.
Yeah. And let me know when your parents are at work.
Is pepper spray illegal?
Is it? Holy head.
I was actually thinking that could be your 500 follower challenge.
Get pepper spray?
Get pepper sprayed.
Shit. You think?
I think getting pepper sprayed hurts less than getting your chest waxed.
Maybe. What do you think, Leash?
I don't think so. I don't think so. I will firmly say no.
You're just trying to silver tongue me into it?
I think pepper spray is way, way, way worse.
The chest wax hurt a lot.
Waxing is not, I mean, it's so quick. It doesn't like being pepper sprayed, like that pain stays with you for a while.
Yeah. This lasted a while too.
I love how much you're pushing back. No, mine was worse.
I just want to say, I just don't want to undersell the waxing. It was a lot of hair, and it was all very, very bloody and harsh for weeks.
It's the worst thing to make it possible.
Bad.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, I've never heard of like somebody having a reaction like that to waxing.
Maybe it wasn't done well.
Did you do it yourself?
Our friend Angelique, a licensed esthetician, did it to the best of her ability. I think it was a good job. She did accidentally rip one of her nails off on one, which was also crazy.
Oh, wow.
Apparently bear mace is legal in New York.
Bears have mace and humans don't?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know a mace that would work on a bear and not an assaulter. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what like people talk
bear
about.
Bear mace
like,
sounds like a step up from regular mace.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it sounds like it would be worse.
Yeah, like when they say a horse tranquilizer, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like that's got to work on a person.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Also,
I do want to say Angelique did a pretty good job.
She did a great job.
She did a great job with the waxing.
I think it was funny how in pain you were.
Yeah. Well, that was some of the appeal. That's kind of why I offered it. Yeah. It hurt a lot and it delivered. I just wish that there could be a camera. The pain lasted a lot longer than the stream, and there's no way to, broadcast that without it being really gross.
Well, you know what they say about mace? Mace, they say, only lasts 10 seconds.
It only lasts
Really?
10 seconds?
Yeah, it only hurts for 10 seconds, then you're in the clear.
Don't listen to me. I think Leisha's right. It is like intense pain for a long time, and your eyes look like all bruised and bloody and like bloodshot or whatever. It's like, it's got to be horrible.
You also have to explain to people you were maced.
Yeah, and then after,
why were you maced?
Yeah, it was a Twitch goal. It was a follower goal. It was, oh my god. Like,
I've like walked on a sidewalk like a minute or two after someone was pepper sprayed, and you can like still inhale it and kind of feel it.
Oh,
it's not like horrible, but it was like hard to breathe.
It's harsh.
So I can only imagine
Yeah.
like the direct hit is probably like it'll fuck up your day.
Do you know anything
Probably
about
your week.
what happened in the situation?
No idea. It was just like I was just walking down the street and I was like, I feel like I just inhaled something horrible, and someone was like, "Oh yeah, someone just pepper sprayed someone."
It has to be like one of those, one of those like bank bags that shoots like a big paint splat at you or something, or like that gunk on your eyes and face that you can't like wash off or whatever. It's like,
see, that always seems like
that's crazy to me.
not a bad thing to happen.
Yeah, right.
Like it's just a little silly.
Yeah,
like,
that's why I say it's like, oh, what is there going to be, a whoopee cushion in the getaway car too? Like,
yeah, it's just a clown punishment.
Yeah, Hong Kong.
They say mace clears your sinuses though.
It's got it's like
I'm sure it does.
It's like wasabi.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
super easy to deal with.
you should try to do it at least once a month. Clear everything out.
Keep you regular.
So it's like how people suggest getting like regular colonoscopies for health. Like you should be inhaling pepper spray and mace at least bi-monthly.
Well, Nick would argue for pleasure.
I'd get a colonoscopy every other day if I could.
If your insurance covered it, you would be in there every week.
My ideal life is prep day colonoscopy, like back to back to back to back.
No recovery day.
I loved it so much. I would have to sneak in a gorge day.
A gorge, yeah, you'd be, yeah.
Yeah, you'd have to.
Yeah, you'd be totally flushed. Well, I think
I have a controversial topic. Maybe we'll get to it next week.
You always say.
No, I do. I'll tell you once.
Always try to sneak it at the death. We'll get to it next week. I think that is NickyBato for the week, everybody. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you to Leash for coming through and hanging out with us. Thank you so much, everybody.
Thanks,
Yeah, I can never get this.
Oh, the direction. It's towards me. That's it. That's how you remember it.
But my hand is behind her now.
Why you do it with switch your hands. There you go.
Stupid. All right.
Anyway, thank you so much, Little Paddington, for coming on the show.
Thanks, guys. It was fun.
Did you have a great time?
I did. I was really nervous, and I had so much fun.
Everyone's always nervous.
Yeah.
And then they have fun.
Dude, you killed it.
Yeah.
You killed it. This was a fantastic episode. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much. It was a really good episode.
Of course.
Hell yeah. And everybody, if you want to follow Little Paddington on Twitter, I'll pop the guest command into chat right away. Everyone, please drop the follow. Check out her thoughts from the brain. Total legend. Total legend.
And if you want to buy her a coffee tomorrow.
If you want to buy her a coffee tomorrow,
for that.
And you didn't have a dependent to claim on your tax return, so you're a little tight.
If you're tight on money,
I'll
we have
be your
a resource.
dependent.
Yes. We have a little chat command for that too. This will help you find the resources you need to support Little Paddington in every way. Any of those links will all get you there, you know.
I think that's our best joke. We do it every single week.
It's timeless. It's like gonna go down as like our who's walking who with the dogs. Oh my gosh. But thank you so much, Little Paddington. That's what I was gonna say before. I'm glad we didn't bring it. I'm not even gonna bring it up again. Well, I already started.
What?
Never say you have a boyfriend on the internet. They're gonna give you so much more money if you don't say you have a boyfriend.
You're right. You're right. Well, who knows? Who knows how long it'll last?
I'm gonna edit this. I'm gonna. There you go, dude. That is perfect. I was gonna say I'm gonna edit it out of the YouTube video, but I don't even have to now. You just like that.
You gave him the
Beautiful.
opportunity, yeah.
Dude, that is cooked. Cooked.
There's no ring, no commitment.
Cooked.
Let's not take it too seriously.
Total
Just throwing this guy
legend.
under the